Guys, Coach Carter here. Wanted to make a new video regarding a common question I receive from a lot of kids is, Coach, how do I manage my weight? And I have a specific way of doing this that I find that is best for the kids' health and it's best for their athletic potential moving forward. Again, you can have kids do this on their own and they could really screw up their muscle mass, they could really screw up their diet, they could really screw up their energy levels. So it's really important you guide them in the right direction, and this is how I would go about it. Quickly, if you guys are looking for comprehensive weight programs or you're looking for different videos in the strength and conditioning world in regard to high school athletes, I highly recommend High School Weightlifting 101 and then the YouTube channel. But moving into something that I hear a lot from kids is, Coach, I need to weigh this much weight to earn a scholarship. So regarding football, a lot of linemen think they have to be 300 pounds. If you're a linebacker, a lot of kids think you need to be over 215 pounds. In my experience, college coaches want athletes. Okay, they're not overly concerned about what the kids weigh. They will ask for it, but what college coaches want is a great athlete that performs well on the field, that has good grades. That's what they're looking for. And to think that I have to fit a certain weight type to get a scholarship, to me, is just not true. If you're a really good athlete, you perform on the field, you have great grades, your weight's not going to be a huge factor because they know once you get on the college campus, they can manipulate that a little bit. So I would say for high school kids out there, don't be overly concerned with it. Be more concerned with being healthy, be more concerned with being a great athlete. Those are the things you want to focus on more than just the number on the scale. Another thing I'll hear a lot from female athletes is they don't want to get too bulky, they don't want to weigh too much. They're concerned with kind of, looking good, obviously. So what I find is when female athletes are in a comprehensive strength program, they'll burn fat, they'll gain lean muscle, they'll find themselves fitting in their clothes better, have more confidence, have more energy, and they end up actually really enjoying working out. So I would say there are myths and fallacies out there about high school athletes that lift and needing to be a certain body type to get a scholarship. And I would say for the most part, that's just not true. College coaches are looking for athletes, and strength and conditioning is going to make you healthier, make your body function at a higher level, and make you feel better about everything around you. So again, to kind of go on the opposite spectrum of this, if I'm a lineman and I'm trying to gain a bunch of weight, but I lose speed and I lose power and I lose flexibility, okay, my performance is going to suffer on the field. That's going to hurt me. That's going to hurt my team. That's going to hurt my school. So, you want to be careful, athletes that are out there, just putting on the ideal amount of weight that you think you need, but reducing athleticism is going to have the opposite effect of what you want. So please be careful. And, I guide my kids with these 4 principles to make sure they stay on track. But as I mentioned before, the first thing I would say is do not be concerned with what the scale says. Don't be overly concerned with what that number is. That number is going to fluctuate throughout the teenage years because your body's rapidly growing and developing. 2, the number on the scale is not going to translate to what you want, which is athleticism. When you're an adult and you know where your weight generally should be, that's different. But for the high school age athlete, I would say don't be overly concerned at all with what the actual scale says. What I focus on and what our program focuses on regarding a kid's weight is we focus on these 4 things. Number 1, we want them to be in a quality strength and conditioning program. Well-rounded in the sense that they're going to be gaining muscle while keeping their power output high, keeping their speed and agility levels high. That's the goal of our strength and conditioning program. If you're not in a program like that, I would recommend you guys, look at the videos, but B, make sure you're just not gaining muscle and getting tight and bulky, right? Looking like a bodybuilder does not make you a better athlete. And, there's a lot of videos out there and there's a lot of programs out there that will get you bigger and get you more muscle, but that again is not going to translate to athleticism. You need to be in a well-rounded program that works on power output, works on speed and agility, works on conditioning to make sure that you're becoming a better athlete. Number 2, we recommend our kids is to eat properly. We have a nutrition guide that we give them. I'll make a video about that probably in the next week regarding the recommendations we have for our kids. But generally, it's talking about prioritizing good carbs and proteins in their diet. So we're getting rid of fast food. We're getting rid of high sugary drinks. We're focusing on lean chicken, lean meats that are high in protein and carbs, lots of vegetables, lots of starches that are going to really give us a good amount of energy that's going to last throughout the day without, making us crash and burn once those glycogen levels deplete. So I think this is something that a lot of the younger kids come in not realizing, but once they come through the program and once they're really hit with this stuff year after year, they start really fine-tuning their diet. And this is going to really take kids to the next level. I mean, if you're working out hard, but you're not eating right, it's going to be holding yourself back. Once you reach those plateaus, the diet is going to help you, improve exponentially as an athlete. Number 3 is getting enough sleep. I believe it's the CDC. They recommend over 9 hours per night. Again, I know a lot of kids don't do that, but if you're trying to be an optimal athlete, reach your optimal weight, have the optimal energy level, be the optimal emotional, mental health, be as mentally healthy as you want to be, getting at least 9 hours of sleep as a teenager is critical. Turning off the phone, going to bed, waking up at a good time. So I think that's something that we try to prioritize here. And then finally, staying hydrated throughout the day. Water, an electrolyte drink when they're working out. That's going to probably do the trick. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4 here will do a few things. It's going to get the kids to a healthy weight for their body type. B, it's going to keep their energy and mood levels high. So we don't put them in this box of you need to be this much to be a good athlete. And we try to take the kids out of that thought process if they have it. It's more of, hey, work out, eat right, get sleep, and hydrate yourself. That's going to get your body to where it wants to be. And again, it goes back to breaking this first myth for a lot of the kids is I got to be the weight I see on TV. I'm watching, USC football. I got to be this much. I got to weigh this much to get on the field. They're older. They're in a different weight program. They have a different diet plan. The high school athletes need to focus on their age and their development. So, again, we prioritize these 4 things, and I think that will answer and solve a lot of your problems that you have with the weight issue with your kids. So, obviously some kids are more sensitive to it than others. The teenage age group, they're changing. They're starting to get interested in how they look and dating and all those things. But I keep coming back to the point of focus on these 4 points. You're going to look your best, you're going to feel your best, and you're going to perform the most optimal on the field of play. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out, and thanks for watching.